Previously on West Coast Haunts.
Age 5?
She was born in this house, and then she only lived here till she was 5 years old.
As far as a name, I didn't know if it was the letter L or Eleanor.
Linda May Lee.
And for some reason I was drawn to a little section that had a lot of cancers.
Terminal cancer diagnosis.
Rosie's psychic connection led us to a chilling discovery, the spirit of the little girl whose name started with an L. Coincidentally, that was also Linda, the late former owner of the house. But the activity didn't stop when we left. The next day, Ed received an urgent call from Sarah. One of the candles inside the house had spontaneously ignited in the dead of the night, completely untouched.
Good morning, Ed. I just had to call and tell you what happened this morning. Last night when we went to bed, after you and Rosie left, we turned off all the lights, the candles were out, the house was dark. We went to bed, and then this morning, when I came in the house, there was one of the candles was lit on the mantle over the fireplace. It defies all explanation. Geoff even came in the house twice last night, and it was dark when he came in. So he would have seen a light if it had been there, and it was not there.
This terrifying event forced us to return to Topanga and ask one major question. Who lit that flame? Is it the residual energy from the Native Americans centuries ago? The free-spirited bohemians who once danced the night away in the old dance hall? The iconic Hollywood stars who walked through these doors? Or the former owners desperately trying to send a message from the other side? What kind of entity do you think is haunting this house? Drop your theories in the comments below. Well, here we are back at the house again to see what this is all about. Fire, brimstone, and demons, who knows? He's feeling a little more comfortable now.
Yeah. How are you? How are you? Nice to see you.
You can see the outside through the windows up here, so you can kind of see
That beautiful view. These amazing fans.
To find the truth, we sat down with Geoff and Sarah. This time, they're revealing untold secrets about this land, the famous names tied to its history, and the real reason why this location has become a paranormal hotspot. Okay, Geoff and Sarah, we came here. We understand that there is an issue with the light being left on, or the fire, actually. Tell us all about it.
Sure. So it was after you left. We had two candles that were lit on the mantle throughout the night.
I got up once.
Right. Geoff gets up a couple times a night to use the bathroom, which means coming in from that door over there and crossing this room to the bathroom.
And I walk right in front of the mantle there.
So the candles were out. It was dark. He remembers coming in, using the bathroom a few times, and the house was dark. There was no light. Just trail of smoke.
Just like that, and then I was just like, so it was like it waited to be seen.
Yeah.
It only burned long enough for me to see it and witness it and marvel for a second. And then we were looking at it too. We're like, there's nothing here. There's like no way that this.
And so a little bit, maybe just a short little bit, like you said, about the history of the house. That previously it was owned by somebody, but they didn't even move here. They were going to, and then so we kind of just a little concise.
We moved in under the condition that we would only be here for 2 months.
No, 2 years. 2 years.
Or, I mean, what it means, 2 years. 2 years. So we were under the condition that we were going to be here for 2 years, maybe 3 if she delayed getting back. But the owner was going to move to Topanga. Her sister lived here, and
She was currently living in Germany.
She was living in Germany, and they were going to renovate this house and turn it back into its dance hall glory before she moved back. she's going to move into the dance hall. And so, I mean, that was hanging over us, but we were really loving this house so much. And before Regina, so Regina never even saw the house. She bought it from Germany. She never even looked at it. She bought it from a woman, Julie Stern, who was a writer. And the gazebo was her writing room. And Julie had it for not that many years, I think about 8 years. And prior to that, this guy, Ken Shapiro, had it. And he had it for a long time. And Ken Shapiro was kind of a famous guy here in LA. He had a variety show which morphed into Saturday Night Live. And Lauren Michaels was Ken Shapiro's like young assistant. And so when Lauren got the pilot for Saturday Night Live, he called him, Ken, come be part of this. And Ken was like, I've done enough pilots, and I got my own things going, you do your thing. So Saturday Night Live went to New York, but the entire cast for Saturday Night Live pretty much was Ken Shapiro's cast from his variety show here in Los Angeles. And his famous feature film was Groove Tube, which was like a drive-in movie that did all kinds of naughty stuff. And you know, in the Groove Tube, you know, Chevy Chase and Belushi and all those people were part of it. And actually, Robin Williams bought the greenhouse, you know, just across from the deck down there that you'll see through Ken Shapiro. Like, that was the connection. So that whole crowd was kind of, you know, involved with this place. I found the clapboard I have it here. I found the clapboard in the garage. It was in between some studs in the garage. And so this is from the Groove Tube. This was Chevy Chase's first film. And so that's Chevy Chase. And if Chevy Chase wants it, I would love Chevy Chase to have it. I don't have to meet you, Chevy. I don't care. It's like, I'm not connected to it. You're connected to it. You can have it. Like, give me a P.O. box. I'll send it, and it's yours. Okay?
You didn't even get it wrong.
I saw an interview with Chevy Chase talking about the Groove Tube.
Yeah.
And he said that trying out for one of the parts, and it's one of the very famous parts in the movie, which is super raunchy, trying out for that part was one of the funniest, goofiest days of his whole life. And it happened in this house where it's the bit
Upside down in a chair.
upside down in a chair, so you lay back in a chair, upside down, naked. And you use a pair of sunglasses, and you create a face with the whole thing. And Chevy Chase said, and then, you know, you give it a voice and let your imagination do the rest. So just down the street, observation is a straight line, and just at the end of the block, just in the corner here. So this corner, our yard corner, drops down to Stites, a little cul-de-sac. And down that cul-de-sac was like the original homestead for this whole neighborhood, and that was Tom Nix. He was the famous cowboy archetype that he died young, he died in his 30s, and John Wayne stepped into his cowboy boots and kind of like did the character that Tom Nix had done, that he was the like movie cowboy archetype. And he was a famous alcoholic. That was a secret ranch. There's a bar under the stairs of his house still filled with old booze. He homesteaded part of the property. He had to build something on the property, so he built a still. This was during Prohibition. And the still qualified for homesteading, which is kind of funny.
And you said Robin Williams also lived in here, right? Or close.
He lived right across the street in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
You see, like, you all filmed on that lower deck, and it's the house that you see from the lower deck down there. And Dan lived next door to him. Dan was just a kid, and he said that Barefoot Dan.
Yeah.
He's like a real Canyon character.
He's been here his whole life. Yeah.
He's been here his whole life. He doesn't wear shoes. He has a huge shoe collection of gorgeous shoes because he loves to shop for shoes, but he can't wear them on his feet. So that's Dan. But Dan was a kid at the time, and he said that mostly Robin Williams' wife and mother-in-law lived there, and Robin Williams was doing the Mark and Mindy show, so he was gone a lot, you know.
Yeah, can't recall.
Oh, he was also
Helter Skelter, yeah.
Manson.
Charlie Manson. Yeah, Charlie Manson lived lived on a ranch that was just off of Cheney, which is kind of a different. It's just down the way, Topanga Canyon Boulevard, maybe 3 miles. But Dan and his sister went to that ranch to buy a horse, and he was a kid, and he said, "Oh my gosh, like I was so creeped out at what I witnessed on that ranch." And there's a lot of Topanga stories about it.
A lot of
history.
elders in Topanga have stories about Charlie Manson, at least meeting him or knowing, coming across him at times.
Well, not even, like even more than that. Like one of the guys, his mom, like was meeting with Charlie every Sunday to discuss the Bible.
Right.
Charlie was really into the Bible, and
Right.
they would have these debates about the Bible. His mom and Charlie, and they were really close friends, and like weird stuff like that, like.
All stories. Well,
Yeah.
There's a lot of good material there.
Yeah.
I suppose, talking of...
And there was canned heat in the canyon, and
Right.
Oh.
You said the suicide house, you called it that?
Yeah, the suicide house,
yeah. Oh, Buffalo Springfield. The story was that guys at Froggy's, which is like a defunct restaurant here, it was a VFW. These cops were getting drunk at the VFW. And while they were getting loaded, they decided they were going to go bust those hippie kids. Because, Buffalo Springfield had that song, "Hey, children, what's that sound?" And so they were, peace hippies, and these drunk cops decided they were going to go bust them. And they went and busted them in the middle of the night and busted them found drugs without a warrant. And the lead singer of Buffalo Springfield, I don't remember his name, he was Canadian, and so he got shipped out of the country. So that was the end of that band, and then ultimately the regroup was Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young.
So, while we were talking about Barefoot Dan, that's the guy who was up on the roof, right?
Yeah, this character Dan, he lives just below us here. Dan hasn't worn shoes pretty much his whole life. And he's gotten away with it. He even worked for the county for a while. He worked on films, he worked on big equipment, and he had to have boots on site in case an inspector came, so he didn't put his boots on. So, when the tree fell on this corner of the house and popped through the roof up there, the bathroom, like, it was a huge whiteout storm. We have pictures of it, so we'll share pictures with you. So, Dan, hears the boom. He comes and rescues us, like when we had a geyser in the yard and everything, Dan shows up and fixes it, right? So the next thing you know, he's got a extended ladder in the storm.
Yeah.
He's climbing up the ladder. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "We cannot leave that weight on your roof because there's a huge tree on our roof. We got to get that off." So he's up in the White House storm, barefoot, his hair blowing, with a chainsaw, cutting logs off the roof and throwing them down into the yard. Get out of the way! It's the whole thing was just seeing him blow in the wind, it was just unreal. And then when the storm was all done, and he said, "So, are you going to stay?" And he was like, "Of course, what do you mean?" He's like, "Okay, you've been initiated. You're at Topanga now." Still heavy.
Sarah, do you want to say it?
Well, I think we have to reorient the bed. We have to put the bed back
I
into
like the bed tucked.
Really?
Because it's making room for other stuff.
I know, but I think in terms of the way, just the way we were sleeping before, there was sort of an openness to it, and it feels really cramped right now. It feels like there was this airiness to going up there and going to bed and looking through the skylights.
Yeah, but we need
Right?
that airiness for your studio.
I know, I do want a studio, but I just feel like something was lost when we put our bed in its room.
I know, it was kind of magic for a minute, but
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it was also a time where we were really, learning about the house when our bed was up there and we were sleeping up there. It was that was sort of, you know, in the first couple of years that we were, you know, living here, and you know, things were happening, and I was having those night terrors, and so it was a pretty vivid time.
And it seemed like the house was really responding to like all kinds of stuff. The house was
Right.
like you could feel the house when music was playing. The
Right.
house like really lit up. When there was any kind of like passionate stuff going on in the house like really got,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, I felt like
Kind of fed on the emotion.
it fed on the yeah, like,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's the spirits, but I always called it the house, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, I felt like the house was, like, really sexed up, and the house was really, like, into having fun.
Yeah, anytime we would have music here, the house would just feel so
So
alive.
alive.
Yeah,
It's
so
like, yeah.
alive, and it was like, this is what, you know, it
It's like
wants
the
to-
house
the
wanted to
yeah,
be a speakeasy.
It
kind of.
gives the feeling that it wants to have people here. It wants people to be having a good time and visiting and yeah, having
Yeah, like, I mean, we just even hosted something on Monday here, just because
yeah.
that's what the house works. It works for
We've
them.
done some events here now, and I think we're going to do some more just because.
With like music?
Music events, and some meditation events. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
And tonight, to get our final answers, we are attempting one of the most unpredictable methods of spirit communication, the Estes Method.
Okay.
What we hear through the
So what
static
this
might
does-
push beyond the boundaries of anything you've ever seen.
This will sweep. It sweeps through radio stations. And as you hear that, words come out sometimes. So you'll be able to hear this. This is on FM right now. We can put it on AM.
And what is it?
It's called it's a okay. So you'll get some words come through there. It just sweeps through various radio stations that has a sweep rate on it. And what we do is that we will, so that when you have this on, it's all going to come out through here. So you're going to wear this along with this mask. You're going to have, it's total sensory deprivation. So that you will not know what's going on out here other than, because that's so on loud. I mean, you can hear it. But on your hair, you can't hear anything else. So, and then we'll ask you questions, and then you just blurt out whatever you hear.
How will we hear your questions, though?
You won't.
Oh.
That's the key to it, is that you're going to be blurting out stuff. We'll ask questions, and hopefully they will correspond with what you're saying.
Do what you owe. In the
I see.
beginning, the timeline.
Tell us the timeline. What are you talking about?
The country's run by,
The soul. There we go.
I'm sorry. Please remember. No. Hallucinations.
Well, that could even have to do with your thing here.
Seeing you
Remember we had that in the lobby?
when you watch the CD imaging. Whoa. Okay. I'm just going to speed it up a second.
Okay.
Oops, that was the wrong button. The people choose
And what do the people choose?
watch. For the record. All right, I'm going to stop for a second.
Okay. Well, what did you feel with that, or what did you?
I don't know. It was weird. I feel like I was I was almost trying to focus too hard on the word, on what words were coming
Rather than
through,
just kind of
rather than
let
just
it
letting
flow.
it like and just being in the moment. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's because it's so rapidly going,
Right.
or maybe it needs to be louder, or I don't know. It's kind of it's intense, but you know it's you start to get the moments of it that start going in succession, you know, whereas there's a lot of disconnect, but then all of a sudden, like a couple of moments will fall into line, kind of thing. I don't know, maybe if you guys want to have a go from it and see how you feel, and then I'll have another go. I can't tell if you have it slower, maybe it's just allowing for more words to come through or not, but I feel like it can be quite...
It's interesting, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know what, I think I pressed a button that wasn't the right button, so maybe just check that it's the right. Let us know if you need it louder, quieter, softer, slower.
And they're always, well, yeah. Well then, it's a her.
Push.
Critical. Just put. I'm free on the street.
see the beast. Wow. Something
A
scary.
time, Jesse. And no, they're just...
Shut off. So I guess that means your session's over.
I just wonder what he must have been thinking. He said, don't, you know.
What?
So, I think he came in downstairs and went, what's going on here? Why are the lights like this? And you were like, don't. And I was like, I didn't want to say, we're done.
Hamza came in, you don't.
He was like, what's going on? And we were like, it's just saying things. Anyway, I didn't mean to laugh, but some of that was pretty intense.
Yeah, some of it's about the beast.
Customer fitness. Look over the right hand shoulder and expect good Demeter. That is now the freezing cod. What do you do? Zosa Dairo.
Well, that sounds evil. Zosa? Is that a demon?
Oh no.
Is that a demon?
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub? I think Zosa
That's
is
a
a
demon.
too.
That's a demon.
Look up Zosa.
What time is it now? Azabadadal. I'll write some for some. We're playing potlatch. When he comes back, I come right back too.
Wow.
My body. I already said that there. Wonderful. Truth is, I'm a lot older than this state. You know that sometimes you might be pregnant. Don't miss the spectacular. Jamdaha. He already knew who breaks an offer, and that has got to be, and the brief called him all the world. Are you sure, buddy? How do you know? Briefly. 1 or 2 and then 80 or something. I don't have that. That's the book of, and that's apparently what Thomas Edison...
Okay. Well, we found out. One of the things we found out, Rosie, what did you... Zozo used.
Oh, right, you're like, Zozo.
And so, we thought that there might be something. You
It's
said,
a reputed, malevolent, demonic entity commonly encountered during Ouija board sessions. But I don't think that's where
No
you're
demons are welcome. I don't like you
But you're
guys.
not going back in, Geoff. You're done.
No, I want to go back.
No,
he's loving it.
I'm cutting you off. No,
You got cut off.
Well, then it's your turn.
no, I'm good.
Do you want to try in the closet?
Do you want to try in the closet?
No.
No.
I do.
You do?
No, Geoff.
Oh, it's really cool.
Well, what we can do is for the last thing.
I could only grab a couple. I mean, the thing is there were like things that were said that I felt like it was intended for me to understand.
Uh-huh.
But sometimes it was in a foreign language.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder if like the translation of some of those things you were saying
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some was a foreign language and some was just like, but it was like, okay, I was supposed to hear that and I was supposed to understand that, but I don't get it,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's why you just shout it out and we try to decipher what's.
Yeah. That's
What's
what I was
happening,
doing, but
yeah.
even in the process, it was like,
Yeah, it's
you
hard
know,
to
it's
do.
like really hard.
But that's
It
where
is a
that's where we got
strange
Zozo
sensation
because
for sure.
Zozo was kind of.
But like from the first session that you did, like the beast is out on the streets.
Yeah. You
Right,
said,
and
yeah,
that
you
was-
said that one
yeah,
too.
That was pretty like profound. Like
Yeah.
the beast is out on the streets, you know, like
Yeah.
it's fully, you know,
In context
exposed
with what's
and-
going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
There's definitely a couple of moments there.
That were kind of
Well, it's really cool. I would do more and more. I could do that for like hours and see what happens.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I was free from last night. We can get played. Run off, I'm not that drunk. Who knows? I want it to be. It's compulsory, it's a tradition. Halfway. The material effectiveness of success. I'm a youngster who gets beds on it. It's time to get deactivated. I don't.
Polymath.
Small little area, slow traffic just passed. Oh my God. It came out. I can't figure out. Deka open. Gather again. It's got a compact. It's alone, it is to me.
You got it. All right.
Is that making no sense?
No, there was some stuff.
It's crazy. It's cool.
Isn't it something?
It's something. Wow. We should definitely do it in the closet and see what's in there.
As the Estes session progresses, a harsh, unfamiliar voice bleeds through the static, making Sarah visibly uneasy. But rather than succumbing to the fear, she completely rejects the darkness. To Sarah, the true entities residing here aren't menacing. They are the guardians of this home. She firmly believes these spirits provide a special vitality to the house. She even recounts the time they were just renting the property, believing they would soon have to pack up and leave it all behind. But then something inexplicable happened. A massive tree collapsed directly onto the house. Instead of a disaster, it was a blessing in disguise. The damage stalled their departure just long enough for them to get their finances in order to buy the property outright. For Geoff and Sarah, the tree didn't just fall, it saved them. It was a clear message. The unforeseen forces of Topanga have chosen them as the rightful caretakers, anchoring them to this property so they could continue creating their art, wrapped safely in their supernatural protection.
I wanted to share one more thing that happened when we were here just a week ago, and we were sitting, as we are here, on the couch, and we were just talking about the house, and I had this, just for a split second, I had this feeling that I was in the exact place that I was supposed to be. You know, when you get that feeling where everything just fits and it's fleeting, it's momentary.
But like time and purpose and everything,
yes, everything
something
comes
feels like it
together.
lines up.
Right. And I had that feeling when you were here last week. And so I just wanted to share that with you. Yeah.
Thank you. It did just seem like such a really content and happy moment and a moment at peace, and just the way you guys were sitting together, that resonated with me.
Yeah.
Just like, it just felt like an overwhelming sense of just peace and like you are where you're meant to be. This is where you're meant to be. You know it, the house knows it, or whoever may be here or has been here, I think it just shows that.
But the neat moment was that it was with you all, and that we were doing this. Like, this was part of Sarah's
journey, in a way.
Sense of complete moment.
Right.
Right. Not completion, but complete moment.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know that feeling.
I'm so glad we could be a part of that with you. I think it is a huge moment. I find those moments so just unsatisfying, because you're like, you realize, these things aren't where I'm meant to be, but relieving also, just like I'm on the right path.
Yes.
I'm hitting the checkpoints, the moments, they may be few and far between, or maybe they're regular, but when they're here, I think it means something.
Yeah.
So I'm so pleased that we had that moment. But thank you so much for letting us come to check things out here and feel like a part of things, and hopefully we'll come to some of your events that you have planned for the future. Keep in touch about it, because we'd love to stay in touch.
Oh, this was so much fun. Thank you so much, Ed, Rosie. Thank you.
It's been a blast.
So great.